Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and today I want to just once again highlight some of the rotation that we are watching happen right now in the various industries. We had a pretty good day overall. You can see that SPY or the S&P 500 was up right at 1.5 or 1.23%, and that was really led by gains in the non-NASDAQ type stocks, the non-tech industry. And one of the things that I was impressed by is overall the banks did very well today. Bank of America and JP Morgan were both up right at about 2%. But again, a lot of the materials, industrials really led, and or the real estate kind of investment trust, which provides income on a monthly basis through their dividend, was up 2% as well from a real estate perspective. And it's very interesting that the stocks that we see going down are the IT sector, and the ones that we see going up are really driven by a lot of the building, I would say. I mean, when we're looking at utilities, materials, industrials, a lot of this stuff has been beaten down kind of across the board, and they never really saw those big gains. And today, going into the election, overall, we're still seeing a positive trend. And I think that what's going to happen is as we kind of develop, as we look at some of the information, what we're probably going to actually notice is the fact that the stock market is really not trending positively, and that I'm seeing some items here where we're seeing kind of that one-day bounce, and people are saying, hey, this is good, this is solid, this is showing positivity in the market, or it's favoring one candidate or the other. And as you can see here, it's really not showing that. I mean, over the past 3 months, like I mentioned on the watch list yesterday, we're still at that break-even mark. And you can see that realistically, we are exactly on point. And I think that what we're going to see going forward is, unless there's an actual winner tomorrow, I think we're going to see a decline. And then again, even if there is a winner during the election tomorrow, I think that it may be contested, and we may continue to see kind of that decline. So what I'm doing going into this is kind of holding cash on the sideline, and I anticipate that there's a lot of people out there who are doing the same thing. And you can see that from the volume perspective, you can see that today it was kind of above the average. But what we've been looking at over the course of the past few days is that volume has not been the same. It has not necessarily been anywhere close to where we wanted it to be. And we've seen a lot of stocks that are kind of backing that up, and it's matching that up. So what I'm going to be looking for is what is going to be happening is, are people going to be throwing their money back in the market? Are we going to be taking gains? Are we going to be selling? And you can see some of that gain positivity taking back over the course of September as well as earlier this month. What I'm going to be looking for is, are people going to be investing for the latter half of this week? So as someone who's not an institutional investor, I don't have large sums of cash sitting on the sideline, I can't move the market, I'm going to be looking for some deals that I can go in on if the stock does drop, or even ones that I think are going to be good long-term investments. The stocks that I really like right now are AMD, and the reason I like AMD is because they have continued to be on the decline. As you can see, we've got my chart up right here. They stayed really above that $80 mark for quite some time. I'd like to see them under $70 before I make an investment. I think that this is an absolutely incredible stock, and for that reason, I'd love to just build a position there. And tied with AMD, and kind of in the same exact industry as TSM, this is one that we're very familiar with because I talk about it on this channel very often. But again, they didn't really see that same percentage decline, and they just had blockbuster earnings. And for that reason, I really want to continue to build a position in them as well. Now, I do recognize that these are two chip makers, and there's got to be some other stocks out there. I think one that if you have the capability to add this to your portfolio right now, it is an incredible investment, and that is ABBV. And you can see right here that they have done very well over the past 2 days, and that's because they had awesome earnings. They are increasing their dividend, and they beat across the board on the earnings side. And you can see some of that positivity reflected here. But their earnings now, or their dividend now, is $1.30 a quarter. So again, you can buy your own income using this stock. So when we look at basically the dividend estimator right here, this is assuming that you are not purchasing any additional shares or reinvesting those dividends. But you can see here that for an $8,800 portfolio, you can get nearly 6% return just by buying the stock. And I think that there's a lot of advantages to owning it as well. I don't think that this is going to be a $90 stock. I anticipate that this is going to be a $100 stock. So interested to watch how they perform going forward. I have a lot of excitement for them as well. But these are 3 stocks that I'm looking at for the buy point, and I'm holding some cash on the side to see what happens over the election. Let me know in the comments below what stocks you're hoping drop so that you can kind of lock in, or what you anticipate is going to happen. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks. Talk to you later.